Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Gonna play another session. We had a winning session, that was just last night actually, so we've done really well. Just before I start, I'm gonna say sometimes there's all times different tilt. So we could have winners tilt now, so we've got to be aware of going into this game feeling very confident, overconfident. We don't want to widen our range too much. We want to keep the winning formula that was happening. We've been quite tight. It's been working, just finding our right spots to bluff, like semi-bluff and all that, and stealing some pots, which have been really well. Had some really good coolers going our way the last session as well. So that is good. So we just need to make sure we maintain that and just don't get over carried away. So that's the main thing. Just try and inject logic there. Yeah, and let's just on that note, we'll get straight back into it. I did have one hand before that I played in the big blind. I had ace jack, but we just had to let it go, unfortunately. But anyway, that was before I set up. Okay, got ace 8 here. I'm gonna fold this one. It's a bit loose. If we call there, we could raise. 6-5's gone. Jack 7's gone. Everyone's having a good weekend. Let's bet here with ace queen offsuit. Got to be out of position here, so we need to be a little bit aggressive. Pocket 2's happy with this. See if we can set mine. Even just steal the blinds here at this stage. This is a perfect board for us. He didn't raise, so we can raise him. He's just trying to steal from us. We got position here. Would have been perfect to get the 2 here. We're going to raise a little bit more, put some pressure on him. We're in position. We're going to put him in a bind. And yeah, I was hoping to get the 2 there, get a 2 there, and then finish it off, and then get stacks in. But unfortunately, we have to give it up there. You can see with the queen there, we could have even done a bluff at the end. Even we couldn't fold there, so we could have actually bluffed the river as well. 3 street. Yeah, 3-3 to value because he didn't actually raise pre-flop. We probably could have actually bet the river as well. And the king is a scare card, so maybe... And plus there was the other flush that come out, I believe. 6-5. Got an open ender, which is nice. We could check raise here. Okay, so we got a bet here. Got the straight, which is nice. But everyone's probably going to fold. Okay, it's just a small pop for 6-5 offsuit. Definitely a little winning hand there. Jack 9. Got to bet a little bit more. It's a little bit rich this, but hopefully a jack continues on. We've got 2 continues. Got an overcard now. There is a flush draw out there, so we're going to half bet this one. Hopefully they call and it checks to the river. There's not much we can do here. We're either behind or in front. They're going to bet into us if they've hit. Someone's probably hit the straight with king queen even. Okay, so he got ace queen, so hit with the ace, that's fine. We didn't give any free cards for the flush. A lot of hands would have defended, you know, if they had pocket kings previously with the ace coming on the board, they would have folded. So, and a couple of hands would have called on the turn behind possibly, and then give up on the river. Because if we're in front, they would have probably checked to us anyway. Got a raise there. Don't have a diamond on the board, so a little bit of a trouble hand now. We've got like everyone in the hand. So I felt like we misplayed this one just a little bit. Let's defend it a little bit. I think we can defend this. Got some draws if we're wrong. Got the king to come out if it's wrong. Or the jack, sorry. Okay, I gotta check behind with the 10s. Got 2 pair, but I'm not excited. The jack could come out. I'm gonna let go of the 10s. Gotta check behind here. Maybe a check call, but there is some jacks there. But yeah, as you can see, the bet is only going to get called from better. So what, 8-10? He had a 10. So we did bet a little bit there and got some value, but not on the river. It was one of those hands we could have got taken off our hand from bluffs. But we were probably going to call on the river. So we're going to check call on that river. Bit of a sluggish start. Previously, we were sitting at about 300,000 with the chip stack, with our bankroll. We're probably at about 330, 340 now, which was nice. We did, when we had the losing session really bad, we did sink down below 270. I think it got as low as about 180 at one stage, but now we're cruising in the 300s now. Got to work out what level, how much we're going to be until we get up to the next level. So how much we'll need to make to the 500 table. It's pretty tight. We're going to fold here. It's just out of position in the small blind. I do like playing Queen Jack suited, so it's not an easy fold. As you can tell, I really wanted to play this hand, but made the right choice. Gonna raise here, especially in the small blind. Doesn't raise us, which is great. Don't have a diamond. I'm gonna bet a bit higher because we're out of position as well. Make him play. He's gonna call with a lot of diamonds here, so I'm gonna continue betting quite steep. Get re-raised, we'll probably fold. Probably could have raised 2,000. Just to defend, hopefully he folds. Check, check. That's actually good. That's actually a good card for us. That's 7. Could have possibly bet again. Have a look at what he's got. Yeah, so the king. So he could have had one more street of value, possibly. Maybe even called a bluff. Just because a lot of those, like the 7 just didn't help anyone. So whether or not we would have been in front the whole time. Raise a bit more, small blind. Slightly gonna raise here a little bit, but this is a flush draw. Hopefully he just checks behind and we win the hand. That is fine. But it's just such a scary board. It wasn't a great hand to begin with, so remember that small hand, bad hand, small pop. So we can't get too greedy. That's just a little bonus, those little hands. Don't want to get carried away. We can bet here in position. We've got a picture card in our heads up. We can play quite wide heads up. And that's just a steal. Fold here. Good ace 4 offsuit. So we can open up this. It's not suited though, but hopefully we do get position. If the dealer calls in, he might call. There's a higher chance that if the dealer calls, we could have the ace could be playable. So you see a lot of picture cards. We could probably raise here actually. Okay, is he gonna probably check into us? We're gonna raise here. We're gonna turn this into a bluff. Try and use position here. If he bets into us, he's got set. He's gonna fold here. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna let this go. We did everything we could to try and bluff that. And a lot of chances we could have actually got it, got straight. I think an ace would have been good there as well. So if he had pocket pair. And I've got a feeling he had like a 2-pair hand there. Or at least, you hit something. He was playing like he wasn't scared. We tried testing him, but he called twice, so that means he's got some value in these hands. Jack 9. We could raise here. 350 is pretty sharp. I'm gonna let it go. Would have been an interesting board. Oh, perfect. This would have been perfect turn for us. You probably would have hit the king. Sort of river there. We would have rivered him probably. But it is out of position, so you don't get your value out of position as you would in position. Open here. But it was starting to open a couple of hands with 200. Showing the dealer button, have been starting to open a bit lower. Raise here a little bit. We do have a gut shot. Alright, I gotta make the call. Hopefully get the turn, it'll be nice. Got all the diamonds coming out, hopefully that happens. Do miss. Alright, we can let this go. King Jack offsuit, gotta fold under the gun. Ace 10 the big blind. Interesting hands. Got a limper here. We've seen people limp with King 9, King 8. Okay, so this is fine. I'm gonna bet a little bit more. If he's got a hand that's missed, he probably won't call. We'll probably let this go now. Yeah, hit the jack. Hit 2 pair actually. Okay, get a bet in the Queen 7. Got only the King of Clubs to worry about. King of Clubs, we've got the nuts now. We're gonna check raise. Do the greedy bet. Yeah. Oh, hopefully, I was hoping he'd call. So we're gonna check raise. So he calls. So we're just gonna get stacks in. Hopefully he calls. So he thought we were on a bluff there. And we can let go of pocket 2s. And if I wanted to shove, I didn't want to probably... I shoved with the pot a little bit higher. So my shovers are higher than the pot. So maybe if you want to adjust your shoving range there, especially a bit higher up, you probably want to check raise a little bit higher, just to make your... just to price them in on all shoves on the river. Because you never know, there could be a lot of river cards there with the club that just scares all the action off. We can raise here, just limps in. Playing against the fish, hopefully. Open with ace 4 offsuit from the cutoff. Should do a lot of steals here, actually. You should actually... gotta bet a little bit more, only because it's a 3-way pop. Can I get a bet here with the ace 4 offsuit? Okay, so he calls. It's a scary board, but if he's connected at all, right? Bluffs aren't going to work now. We can actually win his bluffing range now. They hit the 8, so unfortunate. So we actually bet we were in front there, so that's fine. We bet on the flop. And he called when we were behind. Then he hit, and we actually checked on the turn. We gave up on the turn. So that was a perfect way to play the hand. Ace 4 hit a pair. It's a bit of a dry board. We're gonna splash out 1,000 at it. Alright, so we win that one. So ace 4 was nice. Fold there, fold there. Perfect. Fast folds. Bit of a slow start, and then but we're bouncing back now. Ace king offsuit under the gun should be good. Don't have a heart. We have a 6 though. Gonna bet a little bit, just if he folds. That's actually a nice card for our 6. But he had pockets anyway. He's raising us. We can call. We'll probably raise there as well. Check, see what happens. Bit of a dangerous board here for us. He did raise us, so he could have kings. Let's just shove. J2 pair. Far out. Anyway, that happens. We could have shoved pre-flop actually. Raise pre-flop and then shove pretty much every flop. That's probably the better way to do it. So we probably could have raised there, especially under the gun. Probably calling pre-flop probably wasn't great. got top pair, which is nice. Got aces here. Hopefully someone gets a bit more. Multi-way pot. We do hit top set, which is nice. Bet here with top pair. See how everyone plays. There is a spade on the board. We've got the ace of spades, so we can down bet. Unfortunate no one else bet here. Wouldn't mind 2 callers. Fold a7 suited in the out of position. Okay, so I'm just gonna bet into him. So there we go. So we win set. Unfortunately, no one else had like 2 pairs or anything like that, but we still got a little bit of value, but nothing too fancy there. Pocket queens here in the small blind. So medium pair to premium, sort of a bit tricky. We got to play a bit higher up. Pocket queens. We do have an overcard on the board. Got to bet into this. Fold king jack out of the small blind, all big blind I think it was. The queen's 1 with an overcard. That's fine. Sometimes what you can do is you check the overcard and then you do a light bet on the river. That can work as well. That's probably a better way of playing those type of hands. I'm just going to check this. There's too many people in the hand. I'm going to let it go. There's no point being too fancy out of position. It's a little bit of a tight fold, but against so many people in the hand, there's a high chance that they actually did score the hand. We can raise here against the limper. Okay, so he limped in, which tells us he might not have a good hand. Could be trapping as well. But hopefully we just try and steal. That's just a little simple steal. Had an ace blocker there as well. In position, so doing these little steals. Need to make up for that little ace king blunder against the ace jack. Probably should have got stacks in pre-flop still with that hand. Alright, we're betting up. Maybe should go a little bit higher again because there's a limper and a caller. Or 2 limpers. There could be someone with pocket pairs. Picture cards. Weak king, weak ace. That's usually the going rate. So this is perfect. Good thing is, they've either hit or they've missed, but this is just a great card for us. A lot of players will have a weaker king here. So if we get 2 callers, hopefully they don't have 3, but we can just try and get as much value from his weaker king. He's probably got like a king queen, king jack, king 10, and we're just trying to... You've got king jack, it's just unfortunate. He might actually just raise us on the river. Might actually still have to call, just because there's only 5,000 left. If he calls, we're happy. We might even just fold this. But yeah, he'll have like a king queen type hand there. Ace 10, he actually didn't have anything. He just wanted to call out of interest. Okay, so he had a flush draw. Yeah, so he had a flush draw, was chasing a flush. Didn't want to let it go. Okay, so that was interesting. Sometimes people actually do call for intel as well. We can bet this just to put some pressure on if he hasn't got a king or a 10. It's a scare card, so we continue to bet into him. Alright, so if he doesn't have an ace or a king, there's a lot of chance of folding there. Of course, when you're playing play money, they don't always fold like you've seen. You can actually get more value out of it. Okay, so we're going to raise a bit here. Going to try another steal. We're going to go 600 with ace king suited. Sometimes you can actually fall behind with the suited hands and then trap weaker flushes. Okay, so we can bet into this. Ace 3. Going to continue to bet. Trying to bluff. Unfortunately, we didn't win the hand. He did get top pair. He hit top, so that's fine. All right, we'll throw a bet on the turn. Bit of a dry board. Flush does come out, unfortunately. There is against two other players now too, so. Pocket sevens, wow. So we're right to make the bet on the turn. So we're right to make the bet on the turn, and a lot of people would have folded. What was his hand anyway? 9-10. So he was going for a straight, the other guy. Very wide calling. Gotta remember too, there's a lot more players in the players pool at the moment, so that means there's gonna be a lot more weaker players. It could be a lot more. What do you call it? Could be a lot more variance as well. So you could have a really good winning rate or a bad losing rate today, just due for the fact that people don't like to fold as much compared to like Monday, Tuesdays. We can bet this. We're out of position, so we'll get a bit higher, defend the queens. Unlucky if he gets a 9. But we're just going to continue. We're going to try and go for a value on all straights here. Try and value his jacks and 10s. Alright, check there because that is a terrible card, that jack. I'm going to bet this because there's a club on the board. What did he have? Ace 2, so he's probably not going to call the river bet anyway. That was fine. We got total value there for the queens. This is not a great board, but for ace jack there. We check behind. I think we do. Thinking about it. I'm going to check behind. Get the perfect hand. We can go for a min bet here. I think he's just going to bet into us, and I think we have to snap call this with the weaker hand. Yeah, he had 2s. So if we raise, he's folding. And if you're playing cash there, you could actually, we're going to raise the 1200 here. But if you're playing cash, you could put a note on that player saying he does block bet, or he bets really low against scare cards. I'm going to raise pocket 6s out of position. As you know, they do not pay us as much out of position. So you can actually get your value pre-flop. Now we can actually raise here. Shoves into us. I think we're calling here. It's very hard to... who shoved? Who shoved? If it was a short stack, we're calling. Alright, I'm going to bite the bullet here. There could be sets. Could be anything here. Alright. Lucky it timed out, eh? Lucky it timed out. They had a set. Nice. Nice. So we got out of jail there. Yeah, so they had a set. Jacks were there. The shove was the concern. Everything worked out perfect that time. Bit of folding. Alright, so we made a good fold there. Pocket kings. Very hard though. I'm not going to get too fancy with the 900 bet with ace 4 off there in that spot. We're going to bet 1,000. Hit a book. Could have a lower pocket pair here that could hurt them. So you can get value here and hopefully check on the river. If he raises us, there is concern that we're beat. Alright, so I'm going to check here on the river. Should be better against 7s, 6s and 8s. They're the type of hands that we get value from. He's hit the 2. Oh wow. So at least we stopped betting. Is he in the big blind? Yeah, he's in the small blind. So the blinds do get suckered in. You've got to bear in mind and open up their range in the blinds. We can bet here. Position. They do call a wider range after they've called from the small blind. So we're going to bet a bit higher up. Try and get some value out of this guy. I think we can just get a lot more. It looks like we're just trying to steal and force him out. We can go check on the river, and hopefully we've got him out kicked. Okay, beautiful. So if we bet on the river, he could raise or shove and put us in an awkward spot. So we don't shove, or we don't bet there, and just keep the decision making easy, because the mental stress of making the decision will take a lot out of us. We continue to bet here actually. There is a scary board with spades and clubs. Got to defend with eights here. Alright, so this king hits the spade. We're gonna let it go. I think he probably even have a 10 here. That's fine. Okay, gotta throw a bet in here. Does raise. Okay, we're just gonna fold this spot. Got our hand caught in the cookie jar in that hand. Suited. Raise. Okay, we hit the ace, which is nice. A half bet this. Hopefully weaker hands call. Just continue the betting and then go check on the river. That's the greedy bet. That's the greedy bet. We'll fold that one. Okay, I got an open ender on this board. King jack. Okay, got middle pair. Probably not folding to a small bet. Hit. We did hit. There was not much pre-raising, I don't think. Pre-flop raising. Alright, so I think we're just calling this. Probably calling to chop, so probably no point raising here. Could have a set. Highly doubt get a bet like this with a set. I think we're just chopping. Yeah. We're gonna pay for 100. Alright, if he hit a 4, would be nice, but unfortunate we didn't. Yeah, he's just trying to milk us, but that's fine. We get our card, we milk him instead. Fold ace jack offsuit. Pocket kings and the dealer button should be good hand, hopefully. Okay, got a raise to 500. A hard on the board, but not going to get suckered into this one. Just going to let it go. Don't have the king of diamonds. Got to bet a bit more here. Really make those diamonds call for a higher price. We're gonna shove it. We're gonna shove this turn. He's trying to block bet, but we're just gonna shove. If they've got the flush, so be it. Chances are they've got overpair, they're calling. They've got a set, so be it as well. Okay. So we did the best we could to defend the hand. Pocket kings with an over card. Still betting for value here, but a little bit harsh here with the kings today. Alright, so we'll probably let go of the kings. I don't think we're good here. Alright, we just check behind. He's probably got a weak ace. Ace queen. Got about 308,000 in the bankroll at the moment. Totally fine. Goes up and down all the time. We raise here from the cutoff. No, we're not going to go. I think we're being a little bit too crazy at the moment, so we need to settle down. Did have a little bit of a momentum, but it didn't last long at all. Okay, we will raise here against the limpers again. Go of King 10 offsuit. Nice little steal there. And you never got to always play your best poker either, so you'll have to make sure you realize when your game starts falling short. I'm gonna bet this. Continuation bet here. Yeah, just a winning position, that's fine. What's the hold up? Yeah, falling asleep with that 10-3 hand, far out. That guy took a long time. Why people start throwing stuff at him. Pop up. Okay, King Queen offsuit on the cutoff, which is really good. So we got a bet here, especially against the limper as well. They raise. And we're gonna let it go. There's a lot of good aces in the big blind. Ace 4 suited. It's a nice hand to 3-bet. Should just win, yeah. Alright, pocket kings again. Surely. Alright, I'm gonna raise here. Hopefully we win this one. Let's see where we go. It's a bit of a running joke though, so that's why you don't rage. Just take it as a joke. Let's see if we can win this hand though. We've had a bit of bad luck. Gotta go 1500. We do this with a lot of hands. Alright, we've won the hand. Pocket queens should be good here. It's a paired board with aces, so it's a less chance that someone's going to have an ace. Just continue to bet. We do have diamonds. Alright, we'll just check call. Or do we? So, I've got a feeling he might have an ace. I'm going to call. Hero call. Alright, that was a terrible call. Raise here, ace queen off. Out of position, ace 10. Nice little win there. Still getting the nice little wins, but yeah, we shouldn't have probably called the hero call there, but a lot of times they would hit the diamond on the river, but he got impatient. That was just an impatient shove. Put our bluffs in his range though. Was half expecting jacks there as well. Open ender here. In position. Happy to win this hand. Any which way. Doesn't matter if he calls or folds. Got a lot of hands, a lot of cards coming out. Alright, so 7-9 suited is a nice hand just to get a small win. Okay, K8. Alright, we can probably fold this. He's probably betting a little bit lower because he's in the cutoff. Ooh, almost a straight, but not a straight. Through the betting, he might have folded. Pocket nine's a nice hand. Open up with pocket nines. Alright, so win the hand with pocket. Okay, so got a gutter. Yeah, I got mid pair here. Alright, I'm gonna play a little bit crazy here. Raise to 500. Premium hands aren't serving us well. We can start dropping. We can start dropping a little bit here, randomly. Gotta bet a bit more. Making a play. Got an 8, so we can just bet into this. Have to get one caller at least. A7 was a nice steal. Get a razor, says he got a 9. Is he falling asleep? Maybe he's in a coma, I don't know. Alright, so a small win fate to offsuit. Perfect. Get rid of ace 5, don't get sucked into a hand. Okay, get a raise here with queen 9 suited. Probably the queen suited hands in position is probably the lowest I'll go. Or maybe actually the jack, but a bet a bit steeper here. Any ace will probably call here. Ace 10 suited is nice. A queen 9 suited is a nice hand to win. Out of position, get a bet a little bit sharper again. Try and steal this hand against the under the gun. Gonna bet this. It's a lot of folds here with the king on the board. Missed the diamond, that's unfortunate. Missed the play. Got pocket 3, so that's the hard thing sometimes. But most times they fold there, but we didn't get the fold button there. We did get the fold on the other side though of the board. I probably should have bet the flop actually. I got wrapped up on the other hand. Yeah, he got on the turn. I should have actually bet the flop. That was that one snuck under the radar. I was busy talking about the other hand. It's fine. Got a gut shot here. Gut shots are good. They're disguised, but they're very hard to make. Queen jack suited. Okay, I've got a raise. Nice little steal. Followed jack 4 in out of position. 10's gone, 7-4's gone. 10's gone, 9-3's gone. Trashy hands. Queen jack offsuit's trash in under the gun. Jack 7, it's a questionable hand. We're gonna open up though. Got position here. Still. Got a raise here with ace 10 offsuit. from the small blind. Is the worst position on the table. Okay, get a raise to 1,000. Alright, gotta call. Hopefully he's got ace king. It's just a flip. Dead ace king. We're gonna bet here. We'll bet here with ace 10 offsuit. Alright, I'm gonna fold with ace 10 offsuit. Might have a 9. That was unfortunate with the queens, but at least it was just a flip. We did the right call. Percentage wise, we win more hands over not. We win more hands over ace king more than not. It's just a matter of fact that, you know, just because you win 1 out of 5, you know, if you're supposed to win like 3 out of the 5, you don't necessarily win 3 out of the 5. It can go, you win 10 in a row, where you lose 10 in a row, you win 10 in a row. It changes around. But overall, over a huge sample of hands, you should be in front. And that's what you should look at. We're going to raise here in position. Going to get a little bit fancy with 3-5 suited. Going to let go of 10-5 offsuit. I'm not going to lie, this session's not the greatest at the moment. Okay, so we've got hearts, which is nice. Could have a better heart against us. I'm going to lose my mind and raise. And then shove all turns. Yeah, we're just shoving here. I've got a call. We get the heart. 6-4, he's lost our mind as well. He's lost his mind as well. I just had a good feeling about that hand. We stuck by it. Probably the worst thing about that hand was we had to call the shove. We would have rather be shoving that hand. So we did slightly misplay that hand. But we stuck to the plan originally where we're going to get stacks in on the turn. It was just actually funny that his hand was still stronger than ours, but bet out. It's just funny he shoved with a weaker hand. And we actually called him. Actually, he had a stronger hand, but he was just a cold bluff. Stone cold bluff. King 8 we could have actually bet though. Gonna flat call with ace queen. It gets under the gun, I can fold. You can't raise it, you fold it, especially out of position. Good rule to live by. You could have kings, queens, probably kings. See what he's got. Someone's got something here. They would have missed the board anyway. Ace, queen. See, pocket aces. So got out of that one. So we are saving a little bit of money with our players, even though we made another bad call before. It was a hero call, but it could have been easily a bluffing. There could have been a bluffing range there. Raise here. Big difference between this hand and under the gun, going in with 550. I continue to bet here, get a bit higher. Have to get a king on the turn. It is a heart, we can continue to bet this. Yeah, unfortunate. Would have been a nice heart on the river, but probably had a jack. Our hand was more disguised if we bet on the turn as well, though. Raise against the under the gun here. King jack suited. Bet a bit sharper here. It's a bit of a dry board. Not too much though. Nice steal. Bet here, it's another dry board. In position, win the hand. Position wins the hand a lot. So we're still getting these little wins when we miss the hand still, so that's nice. N9 suited, should be a nice hand. N9 suited to call this. I don't think it's going to be great. So we're going to check with 3-4, hopefully make it. We just flat call this. We don't finish the action, so we're going to fold. We'd have the best hand here though. If he's got over, he could have an overpair. It's quite easy. He'd bet quite sharply too. Ace, a strong ace as well. Could be just bluffing there. Never know. And it really depends on the player as well. So when you're playing a full ring and consistently playing against the same players, you can get reads off players. But when you're playing Zoom, it's a little bit harder to get a read on players. They could probably get an easier read on me because they can see my icon stands out. Profile picture on there. King Queen suited looks. They got a spade on the board, so continue to bet here. Steal in position. Raise here against the limbo. Just gotta try and isolate the fish, hopefully. Never limp out of position. It's a terrible strategy. Because even if you're trying to trap with aces, you're gonna be in a multi-way pot out of position. No one wants that. We can check behind here. I don't really like this board against 3 other people. We could do one. We'll do one bet and see what happens. If they fold, they fold. If they call, then hopefully we hit. But we're gonna let go of the hand after. Okay, so we've got a suited. Got 2 spades. We've got flush draw, straight draw, flush draw. Everything going for us here, so we can bet. I've got to continue the bet here. Well, I didn't do the previous hand. Unfortunately, we missed. And he was going for the flush, so nice. Behind. Any ace beats us here. Yeah, jacks. That's fair enough. King Queen offsuit. I've been folding under the gun. Jack usually hits everyone's range. Got position now. Wondering if he's going to do the greedy bet. Ace on the turn could be an interesting card. Good chance to bluff out as well. Ace on the river. Okay, it's a scary card. He could be doing that with the jack though. Raise from the big blind. 5s. King Queen Jack just hits everyone. Easy top set. I like ace 10 offsuit against under the gun. Open up with pocket 2s. And 6-4 offsuit. Ooh, pocket 10's a nice hand. There we go. Gotta raise this up to about 500. 6-4. Gonna bet this a bit higher as well, just because of the fact that we got a gutter. Hit a set. This is gonna be messy, this hand, I can just tell. 6-4. We fold. I think we fold the shove. A flat call. Flushes are there. I just want the board to pair up. That's really just what I want. I really think we need the board to pair up here. Worst card ever. 9, ace comes out. I got a feeling we've lost to Afro anyway. Yeah, ace comes out. Damn it. We were in front. Probably should have bet on the turn. Hold there. Gonna call ace king. We missed with ace king, unfortunately. It was a short stack, so we called. Okay, let's bet this one. Hopefully win this hand. 5-3, not a great hand. Let's just try and steal it. King 10. Gotta open up ace 10 offsuit. Alright, pocket kings again. Pocket kings a lot. Raise the 200 a little bit lower. Check, check, and then get some value on the turn and river. Got an ace, he's got an ace. You can tell that we changed up the strategy there with the king's pair flop. It actually worked. Rather than betting quite big, we went for the check check with the overcard, which is fine. There's just a little adjustment. Gonna bet here. Position. And do another steal. Seems to be working for us, this move. Bet here, he's gonna fold a lot of hands. We'll continue to bet and just continue to bluff this hand. Doesn't bluff, he might have a king. If he doesn't have a king, we should win. Against tighter players, that play would actually work. So against nits or tags, possibly it'd work a bit better. The taggish type player probably wouldn't have that hand. The tight aggressive player, that is. A raise here a little bit higher, 600. Ace king suited, out of position. I'm gonna fold here 3-4 suited. Wonder if we're gonna get stacks in. So half bet this one. We half bet our entire range here. We have a heart on the board, which is promising. Pocket aces is nice. Hey, we win a hand with ace king suited. That's nice. Okay, pocket aces. Let's open up 300. Opposition looks like we get no action. Pocket aces. Hit top set. Get a half bet. And keep our customer in here, but fortunately it didn't connect. Tragic. Three, four offsuit. Okay, get a raise here in position. Jack 3 suited in the big blind, a little bit sharper again. Deal, but maybe not. Maybe this was a little bit stupid. Let go of that hand. Hands go. Okay, still got a raise with pocket hands. His heart's on the board, so we're gonna half it. Oh, top set, beautiful. What dreams are made of. Continue to bet here. Gonna check. Unfortunately, he was already in. I half bet this. Hopefully, you do get stuck in this one. Hopefully, he does the greedy bet. And you get stacks in. It was against a short stacker, but it still works all. Bet 1,000. Ace king offsuit. He's short stacked here, so we'll probably have to call a shove. Raise here from the blind. Got a feeling I'm gonna lose this hand, but that's monsters under the closet. I feel like we're gonna shove here. That means any queen will just get a call us. I don't like the play. I'm gonna call this one. Gotta let go of ace king. Let go of ace 10. Okay, pocket kings. Probably should have added the chips before we started playing again. Okay, out of position, so 500 is fine. Probably could have gone a little bit higher. Out of position, so raise a bit more. We'll do this with missed hands as well. So win a hand with pocket kings, is just nice. I'm gonna raise here with ace jack suited. Gotta miss boards here for our opponent. This could miss a lot of his range. Misses our range too, but we're in the big blinds. We're in the killer button, so we continue to bluff at it. Alright, so we've got position here. Put some pressure on, hopefully get a good steal. Shoves, means it's connected. Got them. Sevens, here we go. Been betting with pocket sevens. I used to always just limp with small pockets, but just don't think it's the right way to play them. We can bet here a little bit more. In there, pocket sevens. So we're still playing the pockets relatively good. Okay, we just get a bet here, out of position. Hopefully gets one call, gives up on the two. Yeah, we're just trying to get all streets. Oh wow, he kicked us. You know when things aren't going well for you, and that happens. So 6-8 suited. Yeah, off suit. So we'll hold that one. Gonna do the tilt move, 6-8 suited. From the big blind. Alright. This is the tilt move. Let's go. See what he does. I actually thought Jack of Hearts was... I thought it was a Jack of Hearts, but it wasn't. Alright, so we win pocket sevens, nice. Alright. Pocket 10 suited. We're in the big blind. Go a little bit higher because we're in the blinds. Don't mind him calling. Don't mind winning the hand there. In this session, it's really not going well for us at the moment. Lost a bit. That's fine. Why use bankroll management? Pocket queens, pocket tens, here we go. About things to come. Raise a bit more. Tough board for pocket tens. Queen would help. I'm gonna let go of the hand. Because a lot of times that queen won't help. The kings actually help the 10. Good bet here with queens. We're gonna continue here. There's a lot of 10s, jacks. We'll continue to call here. Even an ace 9. Find the call. Alright, and we just shove. If he's got the 8, he's got the 8. Nice. We needed that hand. Really needed that one. Okay, a little bit more. We're out of position with pocket 9s. Nice board for pocket 9s though. Gonna go one more street. Alright, he's let us know that he's got something here. Fold. Okay, ace queen, we're gonna raise. Alright, so this is a good board for us. We have to bet here. There is a lot of draws coming out. Charge him. Could outkick this guy as well. Gotta check behind. Alright, I'm gonna call this guy. His shove didn't make sense. There was a lot of bluffing in his range. A lot of flushes didn't come out. People start thinking that we fold too easily as well. That was a really nice hand to win. Bet here, ace 4 suited. Okay. Ace 4's Offsuit. Probably said suited, sorry. Ace 4, we're gonna fold here. Need to add chips here as well. Feel like we're almost back to neutral. Back to after that big pot win. So things are starting to hit us pretty well. I'm starting to go for us a little bit better now. Hit mid pair. Gonna raise here with pocket sevens out of position. I have a 6, but I'm gonna get carried away here. A bit more out of position. Alright, let's open up. Okay, King 10 get a fold. Gonna raise here with ace 5 suited. Pocket 10s, gonna raise. Especially against a small stack. Hopefully big stack folds, but it doesn't. He'll price him, get a call. Hopefully he's got ace king. Best thing about this hand, even though we lost, the best thing about that hand, they had aces as well. They both had aces, so there was a chance that it was a lot harder for them to make their hand. And against the shover, usually against the short stack, their shove is a lot weaker, so we made the right play. A lot of times there we could actually have won that hand. And as you could see, I think it was like a 4%, 6% chance of him getting that card in the end. And he actually hit, so it's a bit unfortunate. We made the right play, so. It corrects itself after a huge amount of samples as well. Same again, that's why you have, what do you call it? That's why you have bankroll management. Just to try and protect you from the variance. So that's all it is variance. Let's raise here for the big blind. Ace 2 suited. Ace of spades, we are going sharp on this one. We're going sharp or this sharp? I think we're calling. We're actually in front. And lost the hand. Wow. They get a lot of stacks back anyway. Wow. So we're actually in front there as well. I lost the hand. Alright, pocket 8s. Pocket aces. We only lost 6,000 that last hand, so that's not as bad. We shove all in here. That's the question. I'm going to shove against the small stack here. Alright, let's see if we can win this one. Yay, we won this hand. That's a nice little win. Alright. Okay, in the hijack, a little bit risky playing that deal. Wow. If everyone folds there, we can probably open up with everything. Not usually the case. Twice in a row. Let's raise here against the limper, out of position though. Against the short stack. Try and get all these chips. Hey, he's out kicked us. Hey, we actually got... It actually went our way for a change. Okay. That was a bad call. Pre-flop. That was terrible. But we actually got our card, so that was nice, but... Be aware, that was not the right play. Okay, so things are starting to head our way, even though, you know, we had a few premium cards hurting us again. Had a few small wins with pocket king and pocket aces. Not going to raise against the under the gun. He's bigger stack though. Raise here. It's a short stack as well. Ace 4 suited. It's actually ace-4 suited is a nice hand in deep stacks because you can definitely get nutted type hands. Hopefully a short stack calls, but he didn't call. We get a little win. Hit the ace, which is nice. Just continue to bet. He got a half bet. I'm just going to check all the way. Hopefully we win the board. I've got a feeling he's going to bet here. I'm going to fold with ace jack. A little bit tight. He had 2 pairs, so that was a nice fold. Pocket aces, here we go. I'm going to bet here. We haven't made a hand, but we've still got a good chance. Okay, we're going to bet to 600 here. Been raising a little bit sharper out of position, so it's a little bit more disguised. Hopefully someone re-pops. Got to bet a little bit more here. Hopefully get rid of some of the diamonds on the ball, out of these guys. Hopefully just go for stacks against kings and queens and jacks. Just go shove. And that's how you do it. Oh, beautiful. And we had outs if we were behind as well. We had diamond. We can call here. We've got a gutter. So if we get a 7, we'll be really happy. We'll be a bit disguised as well. 300 is not expensive. We can try and get a lot more stacks in as well. Okay, 3 suited. I'm going to fold against the under the gun. It's a bit expensive as well. Alright, I'm going to let go 9-8. Pocket jacks, good hand, especially on the button. Okay, let's raise. Raise to 500. There we go with this. Just focusing mainly on the jacks. So it's nice if they hit ace 10. They will value us. Flush draws are out there, straight draws. So we've got to bet this. Probably go a little bit higher. Even if they fold to us, we're still happy with this. Ace 10 would call. 10 king might call. We've got to continue to bet quite a bit here. They've got a set, they've got a set. Check, check again. Shoves us on the river with the ace. It is a chance to be a hero call here. Could be wrong. Could have ace 10 there. If my read's right, he's got ace 10. It sort of makes sense that he's got like a 2 pair there, but... Okay, pocket aces. Okay, bet to 400. There's a limper. We're going to call this because we've got the ace. Okay, bet sharper. Got one opponent. Got queens, he's got a set now. Ace queen would be nice. It's going to go for 4 streets of value. If it calls us, we're in front. Raises us, we're not. I think he's thinking about shoving here. Okay, so he might have just probably had a medium pair there. Okay, so you can see how just by playing this amount of hands, you can just see how much swing you can get on a level, and the more swing you have, the higher the more buy-ins per level you're playing. Just to handle the variance a bit more, because we're out of position. This looks like a bluff as well. We can snap this off. Up, king, queen, offsuit. We're gonna raise here. We've got position. We've got position here. Is he gonna make the? Is he making the play? He'll let go of a lot of turns, I think. If he checks to us, we go for the bluff. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, do we go for value here? This question. I'm gonna raise just a little bit more. Not crazy amount, just enough to get the call. We got full value there, so it's nice. Yeah, pocket tens too, so that was good. Put us on a bit of a bluff there. So we disguised the 8. I'm gonna raise here 6-5 suited. Mix out, just to mix our play up a little bit here. And we hit the board. We're gonna bet a bit more. Hopefully get another spade on the turn. Do have a gut. We'll probably have to let go of the board here. The reason why you don't play those hands out of position. Alright, with this note, I am going to call it the end of the session. So thanks anyway guys, thanks for watching. As you can see, you can just see how much we could, how much just one session can go absolutely pear-shaped and then turn out to be really good. So you just got to keep your focus and just make sure you make the right decisions the best you can. You got to stuff up every now and again, like you see I did, but you got to minimize it the best you can. A fall, but we're just going to check this down. I don't think we're going to win this unless we get another fall. It was really nice a couple of hands ago when we hit the 8 and we re-raised and he called and that was good. So thanks guys for watching. If you've got any other questions, feel free, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.